Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I was eyeballs deep in this book, Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo by Bridget Rugtower. But you know what? We'll get to this later. Right now, it's time for group therapy with Dr. Guy. Welcome to Group Therapy with Dr. Guy. I am very excited about this show because last week we were just a pilot and now we're a series. And it's very, very exciting. We're so excited I almost wanted to yell. I was with Toots and I said, Toots, I'm so excited. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna just yell. And Toots just said, Toots was real thirsty because we just went on a very long walk and we walked all through Manhattan and Toots is marking her territory everywhere. And that's okay because that's what dogs do. But sometimes people get uncomfortable and they need to go too. So I walked into a store and I said, hey, can I use your bathroom? And they said, no pets allowed. Sorry, big guy. And I was disappointed, but then I kind of laughed at myself. I was like, my name's not Big, it's Sizemore. But I didn't want to correct him because that's what my niece calls throwing shade. We don't want to throw anything, including shade, because projectiles can get in your eye. We want to stay safe. So what we can do, because sometimes shade is good because people have fair skin, so it's protect them. So what we can do is we can offer shade with open arms. And I was just about to do that when I realized, hey, I was going to say, my name isn't Big, it's Sizemore. But that's kind of the same thing as Big. So I guess the joke's on me. Anyways, we have a really special show tonight. We have Lorraine, who is here as a guest of New York State. They have invited her here, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We've got Bradford, who he is a guy that survived a lot of trauma, and he's a real great motivational speaker. He's real strong now. That's what he says. And then to start off, we have Gil, who is a meteorologist on his own journey. So let's check it out.
Greetings. I'm Gil Winston, Antarctica's most trusted and only weatherman. I'm excited to be joining the NBC 7 News team in San Diego as part of the Meteorologist Exchange Program. Unfortunately, due to mechanical problems, my flight had to stop over here in New York. However, Dr. Guy has offered to air my first forecast for the San Diego region. So now, the weather. Well, that can't be right. Is that? I mean, I knew it would be nicer in San Diego, but that that can't be possible. That must be some sort of mechanical air equipment malfunction. I'm sure when we look at the surrounding region, we'll see that everything in the 70s. Guys in the booth, is that for real? Are you yanking my chain? Because if that's real, that's 70 degrees above zero. They didn't leave off the negative signs. Wow, look at that. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? 72 in Del Mar. 74 down there in Chula Vista. I feel warmer just saying those names. You know, back in Antarctica, I would wrap myself in polar bear furs and seal skins. The night lasted for months, and the resulting vitamin D deficiency gave me brittle bird bones that constantly broke. And the wind, the incessant howling wind, I can still hear it. Excuse me, you have to forgive me. I have been alone for 25 years. I am, interesting trivia fact, I am the only full-time employee of McMurdo Research Station. Speaking of wind, let's look at the wind chill for San Diego. Okay, I don't understand what I'm looking at here. They're telling me they don't even calculate wind chill in San Diego. Amazing. 4.5 miles per hour. That is that's a gentle caress, like the soothing touch of another human being, which I haven't felt in 25 years. You know, back in Antarctica, the wind was my constant enemy. The wind tried to break me, body and mind, and I tried to break it. I can still hear you. Show yourself, coward! Show yourself! Come out and fight like a man! Face to face! Forgive me, I'm just so grateful to be back in a place where humans can survive naturally outside for more than 15 minutes at a time. Looking ahead to the 5-day forecast, looks like trouble in paradise. There's a chance of rain at 80 degrees. 80-degree rain, that's warmer than my annual shower. You got sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. They're lining up like rockets. Howdy, ladies, my name's Gil, and I'm in town for the weekend. You know, back in Antarctica, the frigid cold forced me to amputate my limbs. I know, you're thinking, Gil, you have arms and legs right there. No. These limbs I fashioned out of ice and snow. I'm more weather than man now. That is the cruel irony of my existence. Not even in tropical San Diego can I enjoy the sun's warm embrace. It would literally melt my fragile ice limbs and leave me a helpless torso in a puddle of my own making. Thus, I am cursed to live out my days in a dark TV news studio, never to see the light again. So that's your forecast for this evening. I'm Gil Winston. Stick around for sports with Skip Trundle.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And cut.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so sorry. That was the teddy bear on the door over there. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
That was what the wind was.
Oh. Okay.
But thank you so much. And next up, we're going to be hearing from Lorraine.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Ruxpin. I'm a longtime resident of Brooklyn, New York. I'm 67, and I'm a landlady. Well, I was a landlady until a few weeks ago when I got evicted. I know, can you believe that? A landlady gets evicted from her own building. Well, I'll tell you what happened. My good-for-nothing tenants staged a mutiny and called the cops on me because I didn't pay a couple garbage bills. We had a system, okay? We threw the garbage out into the backyard, we let it collect throughout the year, and then the cops came and cleared it out because it was a hazard to the neighborhood, and we didn't have to pay a dime. And the best part, but my tenants didn't know this, was that the building is a historical landmark. Yeah, that's right. That guy who killed all those people at the First World Fair, he died in our building. It's a piece of history. You want to know how I know that? because I grew up in that building. I was born there, okay? I met my husband out on the front stoop. I lost 3 toes in that building, and they kicked me out of my ass. But I got them. I got each and every one of those sons of bitches. As soon as the cops showed up, I said, hey, I got squatters' rights. And they gave me 30 days. And so on the first day, I went into each and every apartment and I took a shit. But not just any shit, okay? I didn't go in the toilet like some little princess, all right? I took a sneaky shit. I hid it so that they wouldn't be able to find it for a long time, okay? I'm talking under beds, in the backs of closets, in that little space between the stove and the counter. Nobody looks there. Yeah, that whole place reeked for 2 weeks. And then they figured out it was me. I'm the only one who has keys to the entire building. And also my stool is very distinctive. So anyway, that's why I'm here. They said they'd drop the charges if I agreed to take some court-mandated therapy. Oh, Dr. Guy, can I plug something?
Yeah, please express yourself.
Okay, thank you. If anyone out there is looking for a roommate, I'm also looking. I think I'd make a pretty good roommate if it's not already evident. And if you need to find me later on tonight, I'll be at the Dunkin' Donuts outside of the G Bedford Nostrand stop. Okay, thank you. Is that good?
No, that was great. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm so sorry that you were person dated to do this, but I think we're really going to find some wonderful growth.
Okay, well, I hope so.
All right, why don't you go ahead and have a seat.
Okay.
Next up, we're going to have a wonderful trauma survivor who's going to give us a great motivational speech. Just a second.
Have you ever been in a cult? I have. I was born in one. And as of today, I am 1 year free and clear from the cult known as Ronco Labs. Creators of such innovative products such as the Chop-O-Matic, the Dial-O-Matic, the Pocket Fisherman, the Inside the Egg Scrambler, and Mr. Microphone. Now, many people don't know that Ronco Labs is a cult, headed by the almighty father, Ron Poplay. But don't let them fool you. No matter how time-saving the device, and no matter how Sorry. Oops. Do you know the worst part of being in a cult? It's the commercials. They don't make themselves, you know. All of those actors that you see failing at such easy and routine tasks, that was us. And we're not acting. That's our life. From the moment I was born, I was conditioned to be as bad as possible at everything that I did. Logic and reasoning was never taught to me. Object permanence, everyone that I ever played peekaboo with disappeared forever. And for basic motor skills, well, they would glue my fingers together once a month for a week so that I would forget how to use them. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. For the past 25 years, I thought that everyone was like me. That no one could open a bottle without spilling their juice everywhere. That no one could cut an onion without crying so hard that they drop a knife on their foot. I thought you're supposed to close your fingers in the car door. But one day, I was carrying my groceries back from the store. And as you can imagine, the bag split open and my oranges went everywhere. Of course, I tripped and I fell. and I fell into a door. Father Ron's door. And when I was inside, I looked up and I saw him on the phone and eating a sandwich at the same time without spilling anything. That's not supposed to be possible. I was so scared. I got up and I ran and I ran and I just kept running and I kept hitting things and I kept running. And then I was outside. I was free. I was outside the compound for the first time in my life. A few days later, a stranger found me in the desert trying to drink a rock. But they took me in and they got me the help I needed. And for the past year, I have been in physical therapy, and I have my life for the first time. I can reach the Tupperware on the very top shelf. I can pour milk in my cereal. And I can get out of the shower in the morning without falling. Sometimes. Oh, God. I lost a lot of people when I left. My mom, my dad, my aunt, my grandpa, and my grandma. And I miss them. But I can't go back. I won't go back. I have my own life, and I don't need Ronco. No matter what they throw in, no matter how many low easy payments. I'm done. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you for being so brave. Thank you. Okay, bring it in. That's great. So we're gonna. Okay. Well, we're gonna sit down with all our guests that you just met just after these messages.
Oh my God, I almost cut my finger off.
Jacob, please be careful.
Yeah, I know. Safety first. I used to work at the Food Network. Oh my God! Jesus!
Jacob, stop! We can have Greg do it.
We're not gonna have Greg do the video! This is my banana smoothie recipe! He doesn't know the recipe! Just keep going, we're finishing! No, stop rolling! Stop rolling! No,
Okay,
don't!
seriously, stop the video now!
Why stop the video? So Bobby Flake can go back to fucking my wife? What?
Now that's tasty.
Welcome back to Group Therapy with Dr. Guy. Right now, I'm sitting down with Gil and Lorraine and Brendan. Bradford. And we're gonna do a little group therapy, just so that everyone knows. Everyone here can see Jake, our huggable, lovable teddy bear. Jake, why don't you come on out so all the audience. Jake is come on. Oh, over here. There. Jake is from Sunnyside, Queens, and he is a licensed therapy bear, and he's available for hugs, but not punching. Some people don't like bears, and that's okay. But he's available, and he's also our PA, and he works real hard, and it's a thankless job. Anyways, Jake, thank you. Okay, now we're gonna have a little section called "What Are You Working On?" And we're gonna go around and we're gonna find out, what are you working on? So Does anyone have a burning desire to speak, or is something really getting to them that they want to talk about? Yeah, go ahead, Bradford.
I guess my physical therapist says that you need to, crawl before you run. And I never learned how to crawl. They made me do it wrong. So I'm trying to do that now and really just kind of start with the basics.
Oh my gosh.
My biggest challenge right now is, I don't need to carry everything at once when I go from one place to another.
That's really smart.
I'm so used to just thinking I have all of these bags that I have to get from here to there, and I need to do it all at one trip, and I have to carry them all. And
Can I recommend something?
Okay.
Sled dogs.
Wow.
Sled dogs. Yeah.
will they not just run in between my feet and trip me up?
No, they're
and
very
bite?
loyal. Just a thought.
I have a dog, so I do recommend having an animal because they really brighten your day. It's kind of like, this set was a little bland, and then it really just opens it up when we add a plant. Add a little nature. That can be nice.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Thanks.
Lorraine,
Yeah.
did you want to?
Oh yeah, I'll go. So Mallory, she works at the Subway sandwich shop near my old place. She told me she read in the Times that they're doing this new thing where they're pairing millennials with old people in apartments. So I was thinking maybe I could get in on that. So I've been reaching out, mostly on the train. I'll just talk to some younger people, see if they're looking for a roommate.
Have you found a lot of success in that?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Also, I do want to say I'm working on getting a mole on the inside
Okay. The inside of what?
of my old building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, as a doctor, it is very tough to choose to acquire a mole. That's something that
Oh, I
happens.
got enough. Oh, you mean physically? I got enough of those. I got enough of those. Okay. No. I mean, I want to get my shit back.
Oh, okay.
I want to get my shit out of that
You
apartment.
don't have your things?
No,
Well, that doesn't sound fair.
no. It's
That
not fair.
That can feel a little empty. Does it feel like
Thinking
a part
about
of you is missing?
It does.
You know,
It really does.
right?
I know what
Yeah.
that's like. I left everything behind, and I know what that's like. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, all my husband's stuff is in there.
Oh, where's
My
your?
dad's stuff. They
where's-
put my dad in a home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's sad. How?
You have
Yeah.
contact with your father?
Well, I did. I told him. I said, you put my father in a home, he's going to kill everybody in there.
Oh, wow.
He's got night
Sounds like a
terrors.
powerful man.
He fought in a couple wars. So he's got some demons he's working with.
Wow. Well, I think a lot of us have had some trauma. I think maybe Gil, maybe you didn't know, but sometimes we lost you a little there when you were telling us about the weather.
Right. I was back there. Both of my parents were scientists at the research station, and I had a difficult upbringing. I didn't have a father. One day he just said that he was going out for a pack of smokes, and he never came back. And we should have seen that, because there's nowhere to go anywhere for hundreds of miles around. So I feel like my mother and I both were perhaps a little bit naive in thinking that, we waited far too long.
I wouldn't beat yourself up. It's okay to trust people.
No,
Sometimes we forget that.
I don't know.
okay.
Trust,
I'm with Gil. I don't
Yeah.
trust. I don't.
trust will leave you stranded and cold in the middle of nowhere.
It's true. It can.
Oh,
I wouldn't argue with that. Oh,
What
okay.
is this?
Does anyone need a tissue or?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, Jake. I think maybe you're affecting some people not in a great place.
I have some
This a
here. I'd
fetish?
like one of those. I have some moisture forming on my brow.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay.
It's moisture forming on my brow
Well,
and
that's
under my
sweat.
arms. What's that called?
Sweat.
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 How is that produced?
Through sweat glands?
It comes out, your pores.
Your pores.
Correct.
That's a new phenomenon. I'm experiencing it for the first time.
Oh, well, that's great. We love to experience things for the first time because then we grow as people. You know? That's really nice.
All of my sweat glands were sealed when I was a child.
Oh, my.
What? How?
Except for the ones on my head, and that's why it makes me look so wet sometimes.
That sounds very uncomfortable.
Wow.
It was for a hat that absorbed sweat,
Oh, okay.
and then it would turn it into ice in the back.
Well,
I could use that. I mean,
See, you just go outside. You don't need a hat to turn water into ice. You just go outside for that.
well, it sounds like you were covered in a hydrophobic material, and that means water beads on it no matter what. And that's scary because all of a sudden you don't have osmosis. And I understand. It feels like that's like a metaphor that maybe the world can't get in. You know? That maybe you're a little separated from it.
I just thought all ice was made from sweat, but that makes a lot of sense.
Wow. Some ice is made from sweat. But it's more difficult to make because it's salt water. And it freezes at a lower temperature.
so I'm the only one here who sweats?
I just sweat a lot from the top of my head, and this is one place, and that's it.
I sweat everywhere. I sweat everywhere, from the inside of my ears to the in between my toes.
Where else can you sweat
I
from?
can't.
Because I've never been able to.
The back of the knees are the worst.
Oh, gross.
I'm getting a little of that now too. I've just never had the opportunity. I think apparently I'm capable of it. I just never been in a condition where the air temperature was such that it would cause me to sweat. But now it's starting to happen for me.
Well,
Embrace it.
Lorraine, you mentioned something earlier about a husband, and I'd love to check back in on that because that seems like a big question mark at this point. But right now we're going to move on to our next message, and when we come back, we're going to do. We talked about the present, and now we're going to do some thinking about the future, and we're going to make some vision boards, and that is when you take a bunch of art materials and put them on a board. And you envision your future. So, right back after these
Is
messages.
that bear going to be there?
Jake, you want to come out?
Please don't.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be right back after this. Coming this fall to M&N, the story of a struggling, dejected white comic who finally found a place that couldn't say no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be your comic for the evening. This guy's got the right idea. Everybody having a good time tonight? I know, I get it, the irony that someone named Jared has taken over the subway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just figured I'd come down here and show the world what I got. Oh, get the light. That's my time, folks.
They're like swipe right, swipe left. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, what
You
the
know
hell?
I mean?
This is bullshit. This is my turn, all right? What the hell do you think you're doing? All right, just trying to get out of here, all right? Yeah,
Okay.
No, hey, you better run, you piece of shit. This is where I do my stuff, all right? I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you, guys. You've been a great audience. And I hope I inspired all of you.
welcome back. That was quite a message. Well, we're here at Group Therapy with Dr. Guy, and we have all our wonderful guests working on their vision boards, which is their vision for the future. Sometimes art can be a very settling experience and really a creative way to explore the way we feel about things. But before we check in with how they turned out, let's get back to that book I was reading earlier, Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo. Now, Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo is a biomedical, okay, well, Jake, maybe not right now, because I'm doing the, oh, okay.
Come on.
Okay, Jake, thank you so much for your enthusiasm as always. I always appreciate it. Okay, back to the book. Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo is a biomedical romance that's light on the intrigue, but big on the belly laughs. And it all starts off with 2 babies and a bag of cash. And I love the smell of a baby. I just love it so much. And you know what? This is a message to car manufacturers. You know, maybe when you're, or car air fresheners. Yeah, the guys who make those, or maybe they make them both. I don't really know how that works. But you should make a new baby smell. Because I know when I'm angry and driving and being like, don't cut me off, that's no good. Or I'm like, hooey, this traffic's too much. Imagine if you would smell a fresh baby. You'd be like, oh, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Oh my gosh, did I kidnap a baby by accident? And then you're not so mad. And then you're just thinking about how cute babies are. You know, for me, if they had one that smelled like paninis, I would go nuts. I'm a panini maniac. I would just go, panini, panini, panini. Whenever I walk in a room and I smell panini, I'll lift up couch cushions, I'll look for that panini. Be like, panini, nanini, nanini. Now, nanini is not the name of a panini. Nanini is the name of my first cat. And those are animals you don't eat. We don't want to eat pets. So anyways, I'm not going to spoil the rest of Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo. And you'll thank me for keeping my big mouth shut when you get to the part with the 3-legged horse. It's a real treat. So Beyond the Belly Button Gazebo by Bridget Rugtower. Check it out. Well, I think we've successfully finished our vision boards. So, look, you dropped this one.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's tough. They're a little sticky and they're no fun. Okay. Well, let's check in with everyone. Okay. Well, let's see what we have here. Did you want to show everyone what you envision for your future? A lot of times this can be helpful because what we put on our vision boards is what will happen to us. We manifest our own future.
I didn't have much luck getting the things cut out. But this is my house in the middle that I'm going to have one day.
Okay.
And then I'm going to paint the inside of the house. And this is representing, now when I do it, I'm not going to get my foot stuck in the can of paint and track it all over the house like I did with my last house.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that is something good to applaud about. No, you can finish. So it's very good we want to have a nice home because set and setting matter. Where we are really affects how our head is. So it's really nice to think of a nice house.
yeah. I want a house that doesn't hurt.
You know what? That is a great idea. You have a little something right here. And that's okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
I was going to use that.
now there's a different thing there.
You know what you should get? A waterbed.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's
Nice
like
and soft.
My uncle died in a waterbed.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
That'll happen.
Oh, my God.
That'll happen.
That's tragic. I'm so sorry. Were you close?
I was right next to the waterbed when it happened.
Oh my goodness. Well,
It's a tough break.
well, sometimes we have to face our trauma, and then sometimes we don't. And that's okay. Okay, let's
All right,
move.
well, I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. I got a trash fire here, cause
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping to go back to the building at some point and maybe light it on fire.
Oh, okay. Well, incinerators are a great way
Did you ever
to.
read To Build a Fire
Yeah.
by Jack London?
Yeah.
I have not.
Great story.
All right. Well, I have a lighter, so I don't think I need to build. Just sort of get some gasoline, toss it on there, and then.
What a luxury to have so many ways to build a fire.
I've never seen something not catch fire.
Okay.
Never.
Well, I also see a
Oh
grave.
yeah.
What's that about?
So, I was a little confused in the beginning, and I thought we were just putting representations of our lives.
Well, that's good too.
So I have my hopes over here, and I guess you would say my interests.
Yeah, that's a
My
lot of
husband-
gravestones.
Well, my husband is dead, so I guess
Oh.
this is just in memoriam of Ted.
When you said that all his stuff was in the apartment building,
Yeah.
I thought he was still with us. And I'm sorry,
No,
I assumed that was
no.
not a good idea.
Was
I
he in
didn't
the
throw his
apartment?
things out. What?
Was he in the apartment?
When he died?
When the apartment was on fire.
Oh no, this is what I'm hoping to do.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I drew a little turkey in the middle.
Oh.
That one was just for me.
Oh, that's
Nice
fun.
turkey.
Yeah.
Is Thanksgiving meaningful to you? Or do you just like turkey?
I mean, I do celebrate Thanksgiving.
that's
I guess maybe I was trying to connect to my childhood.
Oh.
Also, it's just fun to draw.
You know, sometimes we just gotta let loose and have fun. You know, we just gotta have a time for ourselves. It's important. It's about self-care. Okay, Gil, did you want to share with us what your vision for the future looks like?
Sure. So my vision for the future, I've been alone for the last 25 years. I feel like going to San Diego is a time to start over, and I'd like to meet someone. I'd like to meet this lady. This lady that's rowing in the boat. She's very...
That particular one?
Yes.
Or okay.
I know her.
You know her?
Yeah, that's my
Take
neighbor.
me to her.
That's my neighbor.
Your neighbor?
I can't go back.
All right, well, you're coming with me to San Diego, and you're going to introduce me to this lady. And Lloyd, I am afraid of being out in the sunshine. I know that is what I must do. And as you see, the sunlight has melted my ice limbs and left me as just a torso in a puddle, but it doesn't matter because I am getting out there. I'm meeting people, and I'm forging new relationships.
And then again, Gil, I think sometimes when we experience trauma, our brains can get a little like scrambled eggs, and not everything we experience within that traumatic moment was really occurred. Because you do have hands. Those are real hands.
Oh, these are simply ice. I can feel. You were telling me that was sweat earlier. That is my limbs melting, and you will not convince me otherwise. I know what melting ice limbs feel like.
His hands are cold.
They're cold
I have
because
cold
they're
hands.
made of ice, and I'm melting, and I don't have long in this world.
Well, I don't want to pry, but it seems like we found some interesting things. Because, Lorraine, you're really angry, and it was really fun you made that turkey, but it kind of looks like you committed a very violent crime right now. If you show everyone your hands,
Yeah. Well, that's true. It feels very cathartic to.
but it does, and it's good to get it out on paper.
Yeah.
And it's good to melt on paper, but maybe not in real life.
If only it were
No.
up to me.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to murder anyone.
That's good.
I just want to send a message.
Oh,
You guys know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
like a
I'm gonna keep
text.
this.
I want to send a message
that
to
okay?
Pompeii.
Okay. Go right ahead.
No, I'd murder him if I saw him.
Ooh. Well, it's good to vent about it, but we don't really want to murder people because that's very complicated. And it can hurt other people. And you can not just exact your vengeance on that person, but it can ripple out and affect people that maybe don't deserve it. And the violence continues.
I've seen so many people hurt that don't deserve it.
Well, if you do kill someone, I can get you some acid. You just have to melt. I just want to make it clear, I haven't killed anyone.
Well, you know, I
just
do like
have-
it that we're connecting with each other. That's important.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Good.
Even if it's over covering up a crime, I do approve of connecting. That is a very human thing. That's great. Well, I think we're wrapping it up right now. And next up, we're going to play a game, sort of. But you know what it's really? It's about recognizing emotions in other people. We're going to bring Jake the teddy bear back on right after this. You ready to Netflix and Will?
Idiot.
I can hear your eyes rolling in there, and I love it. I'll join you in a sec.
Let's watch the switch. Jennifer Aniston gets pregnant with a turkey baster. Oh my god, Will! Will, what happened?
I think I just shit myself.
Smells fine.
We here at Duke Psychiatric offer a full suite of mental health services, including doctors walking in halls, time lapse, and, of course, wires. So, Duke Psychiatric, come on down when you're feeling up. And also, the reverse of that. And also, other stuff. We gotcha. Welcome back to Group Therapy with Dr. Guy. So we have already talked about the present, about the future, and now we're going to work on reading emotions. And sometimes to understand our own, we have to recognize them in other people, even in nonverbal ways. So we're going to invite out Jake, the therapy bear from Sunnyside, Queens, to come out, and he's going to show us an emotion he's having, and we're going to have to figure out what it is. All right, Jake, come on out. Okay, Jake. Okay. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, please go ahead. Okay, one word.
Yeah. 3 words.
3 words. 1. The first word is 1.
Oh, you're getting.
Salt water is splashed in your eyes.
Oh,
Oh no.
You're chopping an onion and the knife flipped out of your hand and hit your mom.
okay. That sounds good. Okay, so there's salt water and a chopped onion. I think we're getting to the core.
Oh, okay. You're giving
You're
a
doing
massage.
lines
You're
of
giving a
cocaine.
massage to a large man.
Okay. Oh, well, Jake, this is
There was
okay.
a lot of cocaine trafficked through Antarctica in the 80s.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay.
That's
Cocaine.
fun to learn. Okay. Well,
Is that the
I think
first
that's
word?
enough of that, okay? Because we got to move on. Jake, I really appreciate you coming all the way from Queens. That was really exciting. So I think we found out that Jake was feeling like salt water and onions, and he did cocaine. And that's a complicated emotion. I think there's a German word for it, like Schadenfreude, except it's Episcopalianato.
I don't know that feeling.
Oh, well, you know, that's what's special about being a human. We all have different ones.
Sort of how I felt when my father was eaten by a polar bear. I'm pretty sure he was eaten by a polar bear.
Oh, Gil, I had no idea.
It's a complicated emotion. But you know, you see, I don't hold a grudge against, bears.
That is great.
Was he doing something
good man.
dangerous when he was eating? Like washing his car?
He was going for cigarettes, apparently.
Oof.
Oh,
Smoking
a tough
is
break.
dangerous
That's a tough
for your
break.
health, and sometimes because polar bears will eat you. And that's a thing that happens all the time, apparently, in Antarctica. Okay.
How much are cigarettes in Antarctica?
$77 a pack.
Oh,
That is,
Yeah.
oh boy.
how much is a,
I feel lucky.
this is a fun, this is like The Price is Right, but Antarctica. Okay, how much is a glass of OJ?
A glass of OJ is $109.
Wolf. That's more than the
None
cigarettes.
for me, thanks.
How much is a slap
Acid
chop?
reflux.
Slap chop is actually very reasonable. They're $9.99. There was a massive cache of slap chops left over at the research station. I don't know.
It's a fun thing to find. Well,
Really good.
we do have to move on with the rest of the show. So right now we're going to have the Wheel of Wellness. And the Wheel of Wellness is a lot of fun. And I just had a Kickstarter for it. And there's a home edition coming soon. Okay. Now, Jake, if you could come back on. And you could hold up our Wheel of Wellness. Oh, it's upside down. There we go. Okay. So we'll, real quick, we'll go through, let's hold it up. Let's hold it up right in my chair. Okay. Great. So we'll just run through for the audience. So right here, if we could also show them too. Okay. All right, so we have the heart, which is self-affirmation, because loving yourself is important. And then we have two actors, and what are they doing? They're role-playing. That's a fun thing, because we can explore in a safe space things we want to express. And then this one's going to be spin again, because we already had our art project. Musical therapy, which is really fun, because we can sing a song to express how we feel about the world. And then dance. Well, you know that moving your body and kinetic energy are very important to wellness. And then this is Scream, from the motion picture Scream, which is where Patricia Arquette found her husband. And we do like love. So that's a fun thing. Did you want to go ahead and, do you want us to spin for you? So, because I know sometimes you're a little clumsy.
Yeah,
and
that arrow looks really sharp. I don't think I should touch it.
This is the only prototype we have.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, well, we'll give it a spin for you. Oh, spin again. Ooh, role play.
Okay.
Now, usually I ask if there's somebody I think you would like to talk to Ron Popeil.
Ron Popeil.
Okay. Now, does anyone want to volunteer being Ron Popeil?
I'll
Yeah,
be the.
I think you were a landlady for so long, you know what authority is like. So I think this is going to be great for you.
All right.
Okay.
Can you hold this for me?
So I will set up a scenario. Okay. So you have come back to get your stuff from Ron Popeil. I don't want to go back. Yeah. That's why this is tough. And you're gonna get your stuff and you're going to empower yourself. Let's try that out. Okay, ready?
Okay.
So you're you, I'm me, Jacob's Jacob, and Lorraine
Ron.
is Ron Popeil. And Gil is still
Ron.
Gil. Gil, you can be Gil in this one too.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Ready and scene.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh.
Why would you make me like this?
Oh.
Why would you break my kneecaps every birthday so that I didn't learn to walk right?
Son, you're under a lot of pressure when you're the leader of a cult.
Yeah, that's right.
Why didn't you tell me that a microwave was a place where I could put my face up to it and then you would hit the button and the door would open and I would fly back and I would lose all of my soup?
Oh, did that really happen to you?
You did it so many times.
Oh God, I'm a horrible person.
Oh, that's good.
I'm a bad man.
Yeah.
How's that feel? It's a little validating, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn in hell.
Am I bad?
No, You're good. You did the right thing. You know what? You should kill me.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You should get your revenge.
Well, I'm gonna
Should
stop
go
it
back
here.
and I should kill you.
Okay, that's real good. I think we made
did
some
a good
progress.
job.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. You were very brave, and I think you made a very good rump
Thank you.
appeal. The Oscars are coming up, so maybe she'll be considered for one of those. That would be nice. Yeah, that'd be real
Thank you.
nice. Okay. How do you feel?
I'm gonna go kill Ron Popeil.
Well, maybe that's not our takeaway, because we wanted to do that and pretend, but not. We wanted to feel the emotion of what it's like to empower ourselves.
Yeah, I'll pretend.
We don't really want to kill anybody. I think we've touched upon that a lot. If I had to give any takeaway for our audience or our guests, is that we shouldn't murder people.
Unless they deserve it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Or unless they wander into the wilderness and are torn apart by a wild animal.
okay.
Beyond our control.
Okay. Well, that is true. That is beyond our control.
Or unless they get their hand stuck in a vacuum suck and you can't get it out, and the only thing that you can do is you can put them out of their misery because there's no way out of it.
Okay. Well, that sounds like assisted murder, which depends on your state. Okay. Well, let's move along. Okay. Well, you can have a seat. All right. We're gonna just roll this on over here. Okay.
My,
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
All
All
right.
right.
Can you hold this one again?
It's really fun. We're in a bigger studio this time. It's almost
right.
like too much space.
Can I go?
Yes, please do. Ooh, music therapy.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. What do I do?
you need to sing a song. It's tough.
About anything?
About whatever you like.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
And I think our PA system's broken, so everyone can just hum along with you.
All right. Here we go. I once had a home in Brooklyn, but then I was betrayed by a pile of rats.
Oh my goodness.
And one day I'll have my home again, and I'll set fire to that pile of rats, and Teddy will look down on me and smile.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh my goodness.
That felt really good.
Oh, I'm so
That
happy.
felt really good.
There was a lot of fire. I could see that was a theme, and that is very passionate, which is a wonderful thing to have. And I hope you think it's wonderful too.
Your dead husband's name is Teddy?
Yeah.
So his name was Teddy Ruxpin? You were married to Teddy Ruxpin?
I'm so sorry, Lorraine. I think we're all laughing because Teddy
It makes me laugh too.
Teddy
It makes me
Ruxpin
laugh
is
too.
also coincidentally the name of a teddy bear. Do you know about? Oh, were you motioning that you know about this? Well, it's okay because you're a mute today, so that's okay.
Yeah. Theodore Ruxpin.
Theodore.
Jake the bear has taken a vow of silence for Wednesdays. It's a very specific day. So, Teddy Ruxpin was the name of a doll that was very popular in the 80s. He had his own television show. So that's a fun coincidence.
Yeah.
like being
my
a-
husband's not a doll though.
Oh, no.
I mean, in my heart, but not.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Well, let's move along.
Okay.
Gil, I think you're up.
All right. Well, sorry.
So it's okay. I think a little Bradford's rubbing off on you.
I think perhaps that particular piece is
Oh, okay.
okay. Hold on. Let's. All right. I
Well-
apologize. I'm gonna try this one more time.
This is why I started Kickstarter. This is the prototype.
Ah,
Self-affirmation.
self-affirmation.
All right.
How does
Now,
that
Bill.
work again?
I'm going to tell you some things.
Okay.
And I want you to stare right into the monitor
Into the monitor?
because that's you. And I want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
I'm Gil,
I'm Gil,
and I am from Antarctica.
and I am from Antarctica.
But that's not the only place in the world.
But that's not the only place in the world.
My father left me.
And my father left me.
But I love him.
Oh, but I love him.
And I love me.
And I love me, including my ice limbs. I don't care that my limbs are made of ice. I still love myself.
Okay.
Oh, that was hard.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a nice little baby step. And I think maybe we can work on the rest of that on another episode. Now, does anyone have anything else they'd like to add?
I'm still looking for a roommate, so maybe we can talk after.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. And I think this has been a really successful episode, and I think we've all helped each other, help ourselves. Thank you so much. This has been Group Therapy with Dr. Guy. Everyone wave.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Watch next week.
Careful.
Okay.
Careful.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, he's bleeding.
Oh, boy. Let's get him to
Honey, give me a hand.
Okay. Bye.
Oh.